Okay, so we got a couple questions. So Maul says our offense was supposed to be worse than that. Wisconsin just kicked out. I don't know if I quite understand what exactly. But usually, I guess he's saying their offense wasn't supposed to be that good.
I think what he's trying to say is that our offense was like there was a perception out there maybe that we were giving, or maybe other people were giving, the so-called haters. It was that Wisconsin offense is better than Michigan's. No, I don't recall any of us saying that. I think what we were saying is that Michigan itself had question marks about our own offense in terms of our diversity in attack. We could attack up to this point very well with the running game, but we could not attack well with the passing game. Okay.
Well, we have it not we cannot. We just haven't seen
we have not
it. And I was very adamant and clear on my point was it's not that he can't do it. We just haven't seen it this year. Like we saw him do it last year, but that was my point on it was
don't try to single me out. That was both our point. I'm like, well, my point was no.
I'm trying to be very clear.
Now, don't try to make it seem like I was the bad guy.
I didn't say you were the bad. I just made it clear of my point. Want to reiterate my point.
Okay, well,
because I love what I'm right.
Huh?
Exactly. Because I love what I'm right. I love that.
I know you do. No, our point was that basically we know that Michigan can run a football, but we haven't proven that they can pass the football when they need to. It's a difference when you just want to, hey, we're up 25-0, let's take a shot here, compared to we're only up 2013 versus Rutgers. Now we need to get an extra score, or we need to move the change, and it's 3rd and 7, or it's 3rd and 10, right? We can't run a football, right? So that's what we were saying. No one said anything about Wisconsin offense being better than Michigan's. If anything, last week, if I remember, when we were doing on Wednesday, when we were doing the show with Mark, we were in lockstep that Wisconsin offense has its own issues, but the problem was that what Michigan's offense does well up to that point, from being one-dimensional, is running the football. But Wisconsin is fantastic at slowing down the football. Up to this point, the #1 ranked rush defense in the country. So if we're playing a team that does the best job of stopping the run, and it's the main thing that we can prove that we can do, and we haven't shown that we can pass the football. We haven't shown it this year. Yeah, that seems like that can be troublesome. That's what we were saying. So
yeah. And I don't think that's unreasonable. I'm just kind of rolling through the comments and just highlighting.
Keep doing it. It's fun. I'll address them all, man. Whether they're rational or not.
So this comment, and I want to say Young Hey Joe. If I'm saying that wrong, I'm so sorry, but thanks for the comment. What do you think about this? Cade proved that he can throw.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, yes, he can throw.
Guess, assume you know what they mean.
He can throw.
I think you get the point. Like
I think last year versus Rutgers, he proved that he can throw the football. It was not can he throw the football. It's about it's a difference. Like these guys at these levels, these 3, 4 to 5-star kids, Cade, JJ, Shea Patterson, Brandon Peters, they can all throw the football in practice in 7-on-7s. They can make the throws. They can make the deep shots, the middle shots, the dump downs. So being able to throw the football, it's not the problem. It's the decision making. It's knowing when to do it, how to create with your legs, how to step up in the pocket, being able to keep your composure when you're on the road and what your offense does well is not working, and now you need to make a play, right? It's those aspects, it's those intangibles, right? So I don't think the question about Cade was can he throw? It's about, can he handle everything around besides the point of him just releasing the football, right? There's a lot that goes in between the ears, right, in your mind as a quarterback before you release that ball. A lot of pre-snap judgment, a lot of, when the ball is judged, can you see what the safeties are doing? Are they falling back? Are they stepping up? It's a lot that goes in with that, right? And what helps is repetition. That's what helps. And he wasn't getting that. So, Cade, to answer your question or to comment on what you said, young Joe, is, Cade proved today that he can handle a game on the road against a better opponent. That's the better way that we can phrase that. Because today was
it's gonna be yeah. Obviously with just the schedule that we've just looked at, like you're gonna be on the road in East Lansing, like so that'll be a big
on the road
big
at
deal.
Penn State.
Yep. Watch Me Pop, thanks so much for the comment. He's actually a regular viewer of the channel, so definitely appreciate it. But the comment is lots of the ugly looking passes were the receiver's fault, in my opinion. I actually agree with this because I had text Corey. There was one throw where Baldwin like kind of tipped the ball up and then got hit and dropped it. It was like over the middle.
Yeah.
Yep. So with that specific play, it was zone coverage, and where he probably should have just kind of stopped or throttled down and had Cade throwing the ball, he kept running. And that's why it looked like the ball was behind him, because he kept running where Cade thought he was going to stop and threw the ball. And it looks, and the only thing that, just kind of the average, just kind of like football watcher is just like, oh man, that looks like a bad throw. It's like, though they're not seeing the same things essentially and understanding the same
real time
versus could have throttled down and that'd have been an easy pitch and catch. But instead, you know what I mean? He doesn't read the defense correctly. He runs, he continues running where and then Cade. So it's like, okay, Cade seeing zone, Baldwin's either seeing man or not reading the defense at all. And then now we get an incomplete pass. And what everyone does typically is jump on the quarterback. Like, golly, man, why can't he throw a good ball? So on and so forth. So I actually agree with that analysis. What say you?
On that play, yes. There was a play to Donovan Edwards where, and even the throw to Roman Wilson. Now, granted, I know there was pressure up the middle, and he wasn't able to step up in the pocket. But, well, okay, maybe the Roman Wilson's a bad one because he, like I said, he couldn't step up in the pocket. I'll go with the throw to Donovan Edwards. That it probably should have been 6. Probably should have been a touchdown, but Cade slightly underthrew it, and then allowed number 18, the linebacker or safety, I can't remember. Maybe I think it was Scott Nelson. Was able to get there just in time. He didn't touch the ball, but he was able to get kind of in front of Donovan Edwards' face just to throw off his timing, just a bit,
distract him.
And if that ball is maybe a split second faster, it's probably 6. So, I wouldn't say the word ugly. I would say slightly ill-timed passes. But and the good thing about it with Watch Me Pop is that I think most of the passes that didn't look good today were mostly based on rhythm and timing. They weren't based on ability. So that's a good thing because that's something that could be worked on week to week. And if they continue to pass aggressively like they did today, that will get better. And you shouldn't see that as much. If you do, then that's where you got to consider maybe JJ's the guy. You know what I'm saying? That's when you get into that. But as of now, I think it's more of a rhythm and timing thing.
Yeah, true. Yeah, it's a work in progress, as is everything for every team. So Let's Toast Media, thank you so much. Actually need to see about linking up with Let's Toast Media, but Let's Toast Media says salute to Josh Gaddis on that trick play. We talked about it kind of earlier on in the show where the flea flicker popped off the scoring. You get a big touchdown early on, kind of exhale. You get to break through and score a touchdown. That was golden. I thought that was really big. That was big. So definitely we gave Josh Gaddis some kudos on that one.